The HobbyKing booth at SEFF 2014. The sides are rolled up. The cool bus is in the back. They've got the HobbyKing RV, and they've got everything out and on display, like these assault helis, the lovely Cobra, and then finally, I looked at this yesterday, the Sky Mule, which is a twin, but it's also an FPV based plane. The nose can house a camera right here, and then whoops, the cockpit also has plenty of room for your gear, and then they have a secondary cockpit that will also fit, you know, another camera or your pan and tilt. And then there's a, on the back here, Jason, there's a place for your GPS. And then another cool feature that you can't see is there's a side bay door there, so you have access to your servos, but if you had to return to home or something like that, you wanted living near your CG, that would be a good way to access that.
And I'm supposed to be getting one of these for review.
Yep, Jason has one coming for review, which means we'll have 2 FPV aerial platforms, formation flight. I'm sure we'll spend every day of the week doing it.
The Rotor Bits.
And so Rotor Bits, I've seen this on the site. Basically, you can buy, it's almost like a Lego set for multi-rotors, right?
Yeah, it's modular system. You can kind of create like this cool thing. They've actually used some of these bits to create a camera mount platform out in front, which looks pretty cool. Just like Legos.
And then over here, man, they've got it all laid out. So when we come back, we'll get with your friendly HobbyKing representative. Everyone, we are in the HobbyKing booth, and I was looking at your videos when you were packing up and getting ready to go.
Yep.
I'm envious of the cool bus. I can't believe I don't already have that and thought of that 10 years ago. Very cool. So tell us some of the cool stuff that's in the booth today for SEFF.
Well, we got a couple of new things we'd love to show. That's kind of what's going on behind you here on the bigger tables. The Cobra Jet has been a big hit for us. People really seem to be excited about jets right now in particular. That's a good offering. This is the newest thing from Durafly. This is our Sky Mule. That aircraft can be configured a number of different ways. You see it there on the table as a sport flyer. It's also behind us hanging here as an FPV setup. It comes with skis, it comes with a removable canopy for a GoPro. You can pull the nose off and put a camera in it there. You pretty much can do whatever you want with the thing. It's kind of a sport utility plane.
The thing I like is I could stick a camera in the nose for recording and put a pan and tilt in that secondary cockpit up there, and then have everything I need.
That's it. So you get your HD cam, and you can still have something to look around with, fly a little better with the goggles, that sort of thing. It's
Tell
a lot
us
of
about
fun.
all these little quads.
Yeah, so this is something particularly excited about. I'm one of the 2 people behind this project. So this is Rotor Bits. We spent about the last 5 years working on this. It started out entirely as 3D printed parts. We wanted to take the pain out of crashing multicopters.
Right.
So we built this stuff with 3D printed plastic and inexpensive connectors, things like that. This copter in particular, this little Y4 right here is built, there's not a single piece of hardware on there. It's all zip ties. You can stuff that into the earth, laugh about it, grab a few zip ties, put it back together, and be flying again in a few minutes. All of these parts use the same interchangeable size and system, so you can take arm out of this guy, put it in another copter. You can buy just the bodies direct. You don't have to buy the whole thing as a kit. It's only about 20 bucks for a frame kit. You can then go for a few dollars and buy individual pieces. You can use extra pieces to build perimeter frames and things like that if you want to do FPV.
All different colors.
We wanted to call it quad Legos, but we knew we'd get sued into non-existence. Right. So we came up with Rotor Bits about 2 years ago, and have been running with that ever since.
Tell me about those headlights. Those are kind of swanky.
These are the light bar lights off of our Nitro Circus Big Red Monster Truck. You can get them out of the spares section of the website. You can order up spare ones. They're real cool because they plug directly into servo power, so you don't need to run a separate system. Especially if you have a quad, you can just plug a few in. They look like eyeballs. It's hilarious.
And you can put it on a switch. And are they pretty bright?
They're very, very bright. You actually can FPV at night. You can see where you're going. They actually do work as headlights.
That's great.
Yeah, it's rad.
And then down the road, I see some Warbirds, some biplanes.
Yeah, some new stuff. Well, the Arcus is brand new. That's our F3A pattern ship out of the box. Flies on 2200 3S. It flies great. It's real stable, easy to fly. The Hyperbipe down there is a little more 3D. Flies on a 1300 3S. That's a part of the Durafly line.
Right, I know that one.
Old Crow is the Mustang in a new color scheme. Same Durafly Mustang that everyone knows and loves, just in a new color. BF110 twin. If you're into warbirds and you want a twin, it's a great way to go. All kinds of goodies, man. The Skipper right here has turned out to be kind of everyone's favorite airplane. We love it around the shop. We were out flying it again this morning. You can't kill it. You can fly it off of anything. You can run it in anything. Yeah.
So, on a personal level, I saw that you guys were releasing different size prop guards for quads. So I have a Bumblebee 550.
Okay.
And is that something that's available yet, so we can get prop guards for some of the bigger quads?
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're all in the warehouses yet, but they're sort of trickling in as we go. I know the products team has reviewed a bunch of them, and the supplier has a mess of different sizes, so they'll basically be trickling in.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, great booth, great stuff, and I will be taking the cool bus home, so that's awesome. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, man.